I'm Summer McStravick, and welcome to Flow Mojo. This is our very first show that we've done, and we're going to spend about a half an hour with you talking about whatever subjects strike us.
And who am I?
You're my mother.
I'm Venus Andrecht. Hey, it's nice to see you in person.
I know. People get to see us interacting, talking. We've both had radio shows for the last, 5 years now?
Something like that. Mm-hmm.
And we've been talking with people every week, and they hear our voices, and we thought, well, let's get together and show them what we look like and what it's like when we really get around and talk.
I just want to say I've never wanted to be on TV. I like being a voice in the dark. This is not my idea.
Well, I just thought it was time, you know. The next step is coming, and
so,
here we are.
So here we are, but we thought since we're going to do this, we're just going to do what we always do, which is Summer and I always get together.
Yep.
And we sit at a table, we have tea, the kids are screaming around us.
We have tea here.
Yeah, we have a lot of my family. Sometimes we just talk about this and we talk about that. A lot of you are empaths out there.
Yeah.
Probably most of you watching are. This just means that we know what people are thinking, feeling, seeing. It's just like you pick up everything around you, and you think a lot of problems are yours. Like maybe you're sick, or you're funny in the head, or you're depressed,
or feeling
wonderful.
Sad for no reason.
It can be anything, and you're just like a sponge. You're picking everybody's stuff up. So Summer and I do this. I'm also a telepath. I read minds, dead people, live people, clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant. I do it all, or I try to.
It's like having an extra filter always around you that just sucks in additional information.
That maybe you don't want.
Yeah, you have to learn, because I find that when I'm expressing my empathic abilities, it's like a wave of information or of energy that I have to process through. It's hard to even find words for it, but generally it has an emotional characteristic. So if I'm going to be looking into someone and I'm asking questions about them, I'm feeling energy kind of rolling off them, rippling off them, their feelings about things.
Right.
I'll ask them what it is, and the feelings behind the situation will roll in, and then I have to describe it in words that we're all used to. Like when someone is nervous, they'll come off as sort of a stickery, scattery feeling, and I have to say, well, it's like those little burrs that get caught in your socks. So
well,
that's how I sense it.
It's different for everybody.
You may sense it differently.
You know, what I do is I hear a lot of things. Like, okay, I'll teach you something if you don't know this. If you're with somebody and you're feeling confused around this person, I finally learned it means two things. It either means the person themselves is confused that you're with, they're confused in their head, or they're telling you one thing is coming out your mouth, and another thing they're thinking in their head. So they're not the same. So you're being hit with.
They're not synchronous. You're getting two kinds of information that are contradictory.
This is my turn.
Oh. I'll just drink my tea now, Mom.
Okay. Oh, hey, can I tell you about the chicken hawk?
Who's been talking the whole time here?
Excuse me. Okay, you go ahead.
You could talk about.
You go ahead.
No, I'm
sure what you have to say is more fascinating.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you start? Okay, we've talked about a little bit about empaths, but maybe we'll get more into that again.
And maybe not.
And maybe not. Maybe we won't go there. A lot of people are tuning in, I think, to learn about manifesting, flow.
Okay.
We talked about that a little. I decided I'm not going to do a flow dream on air, because that means I pretty much close my eyes, go into an altered state, can carry you along with me, but it's going to be very quiet, and it might be possibly kind of dull.
I told her it would be boring. Let me show you how this would be. Let's do it. Let's do it for about two seconds here. This is flow dreaming. What do you think? Should we do more of that?
Well, you could talk. Or the way I do it, I'm moving my arms around.
But we're not going to do that today.
No.
You let us know. Somebody just commented on the flow dreaming. Can you read it? You
I
have
got to read the comment.
Well, I can't see them.
I like the way they're flowing. It's flowing honestly.
Oh, thank you so much. That really helps us, because we should have had a drink before we went. Next time we'll have a glass of wine.
Hey, I offered, you declined, so we're going.
I have to set an example.
We're just caffeinated today. They just don't interest me.
We picked up this one. Oh, make me
It's
look
just-
like an idiot.
Reading
Make me look like an idiot.
I started reading these magazines,
Listen.
and I'm saying, "Who the heck is
said-
blah blah blah?"
she says-
and she says, "Oh, she married that football star, and I don't know if she really loves him or
And
not."
I told her that's because I keep up. It's not just with movie stars.
And I said,
I keep up with everything. You know, when I was in college, I was
got a
trying
lot
to
on
tell
my
you
plate.
this. I was trying to tell you this story earlier.
"Okay,
When I was in college, somebody said, "What about what's happening here or there?" And we were all in a group, and this guy says, "Ask Venus. She always knows everything." And that's the first time it occurred to me, that it was pointed out to me, that I ever knew that I know a lot of things. I'm just like Lexi, my granddaughter, her daughter. Lexi is 6. She knows everything. It turns out her grandmother, Bobbin, knows everything too.
So I just want to set it for the record, if you ever wondered where I get it from,
Yes.
this feeling of knowing that I know everything,
Okay.
it's hereditary.
I
It's,
just
I can't
like to
control
know
it.
a lot of things because life is fascinating. I see life as a big adventure.
I remember you and I were sitting in opposite chairs, but chairs just like these,
And
actually,
we had a fight about who would sit in which chair
in
before
my
the show
living
started.
room years ago.
Today.
And we came up with what we would be calling this place that we went into, the flow dreaming.
I remember that too.
Years ago.
That's right.
Stands out in my mind. It was one of those sort of seminal points when things shift in your life. You don't recognize it at the time necessarily, but later you look back and that one moment is just congealed there.
Right.
And that was it. Anyway, flow dreaming is where we go in and work with these energies, we manifest with these energies, we create things. Both of us are energy workers, but the way we work with it is we either go out and get information, like we just talked about empathically, or we put in information, we program information in. We say this is what the energies of our future and our life will become as we unroll forward into our lives.
All right. I never know what's going to happen
I
with
want
these
some luck.
mojos. Whoa! Okay, if you want this mojo, then you want some good looks. Looks or luck?
I want good looks.
Good legs! I want good looks!
And I want good legs.
Good legs.
Good legs.
Good legs.
Good
Good
luck.
legs. Good legs. Okay, what we want you to do is, everybody who wants it, stand up. Throw out your arms.
I think I'm attached to my chair.
Which reminds me, at the break, I tried to go to the bathroom, but I couldn't get my pants down. We're hooked in so well.
All right.
Summer had to come unwind me. All right.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. Just have to come through. I'm waiting. Okay, we want good luck, good looks for everybody out there in
Good
TV
legs.
land, on YouTube, iPhones. No, that's not right. iTunes. Everything. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, here it comes. Boom. 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 Gosh, I feel fun.
Hey,
What? Oh.
there we go.
I think this is the end of the show, darling.
I do. Well, I've had a really great half hour with you.
I had a great half hour with you too, honey.
This is sort of what we do when we get along and hang out together. And
This is
spend the
exactly
day-
what we do.
Except usually there's a lot more of, Mom, will you look in so-and-so for me? And you do the same thing back to me.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And you know, we have trouble with the kids are around because they talk as much as we do and more.
Yeah.
And oh, you know what we should have?
What?
We should have Grandma come read tea leaves one day. My mother, Summer's grandma, she reads tea leaves, and she's the one with the mojo. You can read about Grandma and the whole family and all the things we do on my blog. Can I advertise that?
Sure. Or
GodIsAlwaysHappy.com/blog.
Or Facebook too.
Facebook.
We all have Facebook
We're on
pages
Facebook.
and we talk a lot there.